Okay, hello everybody. Today I'm speaking to every single person that has an addiction to negative emotions. You might not even know it's you, but a person can become addicted to negative emotions. Today I'm going to explain to you how you can become addicted to negative emotions, how you kind of know you're addicted to negative emotions. But most of all, I'm going to speak to people who say, listen, I want to get rid of it. I don't want to be addicted to negative emotions anymore. I'm sure you guys heard about tolerance, how you start maybe in your life with a cup of coffee, and then you need 2 to have the same effect, then you need 3 to have the same effect. You can do that with sugar. I remember when I was young, I only needed 1 box of Astro to keep me satisfied. Now, I'm not going to say the exact amount because otherwise you're going to tell me I need help. So that's okay. It's the same with alcohol. It's the same with many things. As soon as you get that rush, as soon as you get that feeling, you just start to feel like you want more and more and more and more. Okay, so you guys might watch and say, but dude, do you really say we want more and more and more of negative emotions? Yeah, that can actually happen. So I was on holiday this December, and one of my friends that was there is a diver. So he was speaking to me about diving and how the first dive is the deepest because of the pressure, and then the second dive, and then the third dive is like in shallow water. That's where you can see most of the fish and things like that. So I was speaking to him about my excitement of swimming with sharks. And he was like, dude, why do you want to swim with sharks? Like, it's nice and everything, but you are one of the first people that I've heard that has that desire. So I spoke to him and I told him I had a friend when I was younger and he was a skipper. I don't know exactly what a skipper is. It's got something to do with boats and with oceans and things like that. But he used to dive with sharks, and he told me about this cool, amazing experience when you see a shark and when you touch a shark and what it feels like and everything. So he got me all excited. And this guy said to me, but a shark is very unpredictable. And I'm like, okay, then I want to swim with dolphins. And then he said something very interesting. He said a dolphin can actually kill and attack a shark, that a shark sometimes is actually afraid of a dolphin. And I was like, how does that happen? So he explained to me how the dolphin is much faster. He can outsmart the shark. He can use his tail to flip it on its back. He can use its snout to hit the shark on the right place. They can come in groups and attack the shark. So why are we afraid of sharks but we are not afraid of dolphins? It's literally because the shark cannot control its temper, but the dolphin can. There are so many people today that's like that shark. You are afraid of them. It's kind of like it's not nice to be around you. We have to tiptoe around your insecurities because you cannot deal with them because you are in this rush of negative emotions all the time. Now, I want you to imagine you are swimming with it like in an ocean and the shark comes. Imagine you've watched movies like Jaws and Deep Blue Sea and what's that, 50 meters below, something like that. Very, very good shark movie, and like it's all this suspense and all this tension that you feel when you see the shark. Now imagine you swim in the ocean and the shark comes. All of a sudden emotions will start to rise up. They call it the fight or flight response. So you're either going to feel like you want to fight the shark, or you're going to feel like you want to flee away, swim away from the shark. Those are what they call protective emotions. Now, there's like a rush in your neurons, a rush in your body because you want to get away from this negative situation. So this can be the same if you go home and there's a bear in your backyard and you feel like you want to either fight or run away. Have you ever had a negative emotion where you felt like you want to fight something, you get angry with somebody, something happens in your body and it's a fight response. They say blood actually with anger, blood rushes to your hands. When you have the emotion of fear or the emotion of worry, blood rushes to your legs so that you can run away. So what happens when you are in anger, when you are in fear, you are in what they call survival mode. All your body wants to do now is survive. It either wants to fight, it either wants to fight, it either wants to flee, or there's another one they call fawn. Fawn is where you just want to please everybody. You get so nervous, like what if people don't like me? What if I mess up? There's another one they call freeze, where you just stand still. Your body doesn't know what to do. So science has proven that your body can become addicted to these negative emotions, just like you need more and more and more coffee to get the same response, just like you need more sugar to get the same response. You need more toxic emotions for that rush of neurons in your body to come. and to give you the same response. So what do people do? They wake up in the morning and the first thing they do, they are looking for their problems. They say we think about 60,000 to 80,000 thoughts a day, and 90% of the thoughts of every day is the same as the previous day. So many people, they wake up and the first thing they do is like, where's my pain? Where's my problems? What are the things that I still need to do? And it's kind of like they only feel okay when they have that negative emotion. Some people subconsciously, we're going to speak about the subconscious mind now, subconsciously they are looking for the argument with other people. They are subconsciously choosing the person that's going to treat them bad. They are looking for situations that's emotionally going to stir them. Why? Because they have that addiction to that feeling, like we call it survival emotions. But you say, but Albert, you've been speaking about sharks, you've been speaking about bears. Obviously, we're not addicted to that. Yes, but here's the thing. Your subconscious that runs 90 to 95% of your life doesn't know the difference between an experience that happens outside of the body or an experience that happens only in your mind. So what if the negative emotions aren't caused by a shark in the ocean or a bear in your backyard? What if the negative emotions are caused by your colleague, your friend, your boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse, friends, whatever? What if the negative emotions are caused by them? And in your mind, you kind of like build up this negative thought pattern about people, and you have that rush of toxic emotions. And it's almost like you cannot go on. You need that rush of toxic emotions to keep you excited. And like I said, this is a subconscious thing that happens. So let me explain this. You have your conscious mind and then you have your subconscious mind. The conscious mind has to do with logical thinking, critical thinking, short-term thinking, and your conscious mind runs 5 to 10% of your life. So the best way I can explain the conscious mind is just look around you. Everything you see, everything you hear me saying now when you're in a normal conversation, everything you're aware of, that's in your conscious. Your subconscious, the best way I can explain subconscious is habit. The thing that you just do naturally, that's your subconscious mind. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to like try to do it. It just comes naturally. It's your habit. It's your intuition. It's your emotion. Emotion plays a big role in your subconscious mind. And the thing that I want to call the subconscious mind is your core beliefs, those things that you believe so strong in your core, but sometimes you don't even know it. You know, why do I always go for the toxic girl or the toxic guy, or why do I always make these bad decisions when it comes to relationships? Why do I always seek? Why is it the subconscious thing? There might be an addiction to negative emotions. So how do I break that? That's what we're going to speak about today. So I brought this plant with me. It's not a real plant, it's a fake plant. I bought a fake plant because if I bought a real one, I have to buy one every week. I'm not going to take care of them. Okay, but just imagine this is real. Everything you see growing outside of this plant, like everything you see, the green, well, that's the only color we have today of the plants, that is your conscious mind. Now, everything that happens underneath the surface, where the roots are, where the soil is, that is your subconscious mind. So everything that you can see happening in your life is birthed out of things that you cannot see. So every single trigger, every single emotional reaction, every single good thing that you naturally do, every single bad thing that you naturally do, that is in your subconscious mind. If you want to know what's in your subconscious, very easy, just look at what you produce naturally. What really comes naturally to you every day? What choices do you naturally make? What results do you naturally get? That shows what's in your subconscious mind. If you want to change your life, if you want to change your emotion, if you want to change your feeling, if you want to break this addiction to negative emotions, you have to change your subconscious beliefs. Now, your subconscious has been built over years and years and years and years. Your conscious has a filter, meaning if you say to me, you are stupid, I can decide, okay, I agree or I disagree. If I disagree, my mind just throws it out. If I agree, and if I agree enough, somebody says to me, you're stupid, and I play it over in my mind, yes, I agree. Eventually it goes into the subconscious and I believe I'm stupid. Now, what happens with a young child? A young child doesn't have that filter that says I agree or I disagree. So everything that happens around a child goes into the subconscious. So as a young child, if you have heard, you are stupid the whole time, mom treated dad bad, dad treated mom bad, I was always in these toxic environments, your subconscious starts to believe that's true, that is natural, that is how it is supposed to feel. So everything that's toxic, everything that's bad, everything that treats you badly now starts to feel familiar. Now, one thing about your body that's very important, your body loves what is familiar. Your body doesn't necessarily love what is good. Your body doesn't necessarily loves what is healthy. It loves what is familiar. So if toxic people, toxic emotions, toxic behavior has been habitual for you your whole life, if that has been familiar for you your whole life, it feels very good, even if it is bad for you. Okay, so I'm going to read you one quote that I think is very interesting and that can fit in very well to what we're speaking about today. Then I'm going to give you guys a few points and a few guidelines on how to change and how to reshape the subconscious mind. So this quote is from neuroscientist Dr. Joe Dispenza, and this is what he said. He said, "Thoughts are the language of the brain, and feelings are the language of the body. How you think and how you feel create your state of being. A state of being is when your mind and your body are working together." So if you really want to look at what the subconscious mind is, the subconscious mind is the body. The body becomes the subconscious mind because the body naturally starts to react on the subconscious mind. So I'm going to give you 3 keys. I'm going to give you 3 keys on how to change the subconscious mind. Now, before I get into these keys, I want to tell you first that it takes about 90 days to do this. You have to do this every day for about 90 days. You might have to go longer than that to change a subconscious belief. This is why so many people struggle with it. They think it's going to happen after a day or two. Now, before I get there, I want to say we are busy with sessions called Mindset Matters, and we do this in companies, in the workplace, with groups and with individuals. So if you want to know more, please contact us at albert@thlt.co.za or go visit my website www.mindprosperity.co.za. Also, I'm going to ask you to like, subscribe, ring the bell, and send this video to other people if you believe it might help them, and this will also give you access to some of our other videos. 3 things to change the subconscious. And remember, it takes time and it gets difficult because your body loves habit, because your body loves what is familiar. Now you're gonna put your body into something that's not familiar. So your body is going to fight you. It's like buying a little puppy, and now you're trying to teach this puppy manners, and it's rebellious the whole time. For the first few days, your body is going to be rebellious because it loves habit. It's gonna want to go back to that toxic behaviors. It's gonna want to go back to that toxic emotions. But you have to sit your body down as the mind. You have to explain to your body, I'm in charge. I'm not going to give you what you feel like having the whole time. Okay, so 3 things you do. Number 1, imagination. You have to imagine yourself as the person that you want to be. This also connects to meditation. What is meditation? The word meditation means to become familiar with. Every single day you are becoming familiar with the old you. If you want to change, you have to become familiar with the new you. How do you do that? In your imagination. Now here's the key, or here's the interesting fact. Your subconscious mind, the thing that runs 90 to 95% of your life, doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality. So if you imagine something, if you close your eyes, you meditate on something, you imagine something, your subconscious mind believes that's true. As you meditate, as you imagine the new you, not the toxic you, not the one addicted to negative emotions anymore, but the new you, the peaceful you, the exciting you, the influential you, as soon as you start to imagine that person, over time, your subconscious mind is going to believe that's true, and your body and everything is going to react on that. And that's what we want. So the first one is imagination. The second one is emotion. Your subconscious mind remembers something much better when you put emotion to it. You know, if you think about something you went through that was either very exciting or very dramatic, you tend to remember that. You don't just remember the feeling, you remember exactly where you were, what happened, because subconscious remembers something stronger when there's emotion attached to it. So what do? You imagine the new you, and you feel the feeling of gratitude as if you already are that person. You feel the exciting, refreshing, peaceful emotion as if you are that person. It's not the person that you're going to be one day, it's the person that you already are. That is how your subconscious starts to believe that. And then the third and final point I want to give to you is repetition. You have to do it over and over and over again. If you want to get something in your subconscious mind, it takes repetition. Now, we believe if you're going to do those 3 things, first of all, you have to identify, okay? You have to identify the toxic emotions. You have to admit that you are there, and that's how you're going to get rid of them. Because if you don't admit it, it, it's unfortunately going to stay there. After you've admitted it and say you want to get rid of it, these 3 steps, imagination, emotion, repetition, will get you to the person that you eventually want to be. And you can be peaceful, you can be influential, and if you can train your subconscious mind right, you can achieve anything you want. Thank you guys for watching. We love you, and we'll see you in our next video. Goodbye.